Hey everyone, Justin Ward here with Invisible Fence Brand of Delmarva. This makes episode 13 of our daily vlog. Yesterday I talked about our different packages. One of the things a lot of people probably thought I forgot about it, but one of the things I wanted to talk about today was our GPS 2.0 system. We can now come to your house I prefer 3 acres or more in order to set up the GPS 2.0. And then we can go as large as you want. We can do loop offs around ponds, buildings if you don't want a dog in a specific area. We can loop off flower beds, gardens, exclusion zones we call them. We can do that with the GPS 2.0, so it's pretty neat. I'm pulling up my computer here right now, and we pull up, it's pretty much like pulling up Google Maps, and we can plot off wherever you want with the boundaries. Now it's important to remember when setting up the GPS 2.0 that we need to stay off the road. We need to stay away from wherever the dog is going to be staying in the house or a barn. We try to keep our boundary lines away from there. With the GPS 2.0, it uses the satellites, and the satellites are always moving, so that shifts the line anywhere. I've had it shift anywhere from 5 to 20 feet, so it's important to make sure we're not establishing boundaries near something that could potentially harm the dog or get the dog corrected. A lot of people aren't really worried about that, but from a training perspective, it's really important not to overcorrect that dog or get that dog corrections in unnecessary areas, because then you'll have that dog, you'll be channeling the dog's behavior in different directions that you don't want. So this is solely Invisible Fence brand. A lot of people are saying, I've seen this online, this is not anything that you can buy. It's through Invisible Fence brand. You have to contact your local dealer in order to get anything of this, any sorts of this. So the collars themselves, they're pretty cool. I mean, they recharge every 72 hours. They got a light on to let you know the life of the battery, the life of the satellite. It's got the antenna there. They're not they're water resistant, so not waterproof. I had a lot of dogs jumping in the Chesapeake Bay and they were killing these receivers, so I just say they're water resistance. They're fine going out and getting their feet wet in the pond or out in the rain, stuff like that. So but there's over 99 different levels on these GPS collars compared to the 52, so they're pretty neat. And any particular farm, or if you got a couple acres, it's going to be really ideal, and it will get cheaper for you compared to the wired system. So there's no monthly fee on this. This is a one-time deal. Once we set you up, I have a lot of dogs that are able to train themselves with the GPS 2.0. I had a scenario back a month or so where a dog had escaped out, got loose from the kids, and once the collar kicked in, no matter how far the dog runs, it gets corrected the entire time until it comes back. Once it comes back to past the coordinates, then it'll shut itself off, rewarding the dog for being back in its own area. So this dog had actually gotten out, got corrected, the collar jumped up an extra correction level and sent the dog right back to the boundary itself. So it worked perfectly. The GPS 2.0 did its job. So that was a cool scenario, but like I said, the dog got away from the kids, so it ended up going out past it once it finished the training. So we try to do the training the same way as we do with the wired system. Obviously, on a bigger property, if you work with them in just a certain location, the dog has a tendency to pick up all the way around the yard, so, or around the field. So real quick, I'm just gonna pull up, let's see, it's all computerized now, so it's pretty cool. As long as you got internet service, we could set this up pretty quickly. If not, then usually it takes a day or so, because we set everything up at the office. Then we can do the installation at the house. We do install a base transmitter. I've had scenarios where I've had just a receiver on the property, and I've had stray or single, so installing that base unit in the household worked out pretty good. So I recommend always installing a base unit. Usually we do that in a central location. It can't be a metal building because it reflects off that, but we can do a base station on the outside and an outdoor box for you as well. So but I mean, the GPS 2.0, it's going to make a world of difference on a lot of these properties now. So if you're interested, like I said, reach out to us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and make sure you get some comments in.